Once upon a time, in a lush forest where trees whispered secrets and streams sang songs, there was a fox named Felix. Felix was not your ordinary fox. He prided himself on being the sharpest wit in the woods and owned a dazzling collection of stolen trinkets he had accumulated over the years by outsmarting fellow forest dwellers. Now, he had a new target in mind: Roger the rabbit. Roger was the most well-groomed rabbit in the meadow, known for his lush fur and a comically oversized ego. If there was an award for the most self-important rabbit, Roger would have won it. Dressed daily in a bow tie crafted from the brightest dandelions, Roger hopped around commenting on everyone else's splendor, insufficient compared to his own. Felix saw a golden opportunity to add to his collection by tricking this vainglorious bunny. One sunny morning, knowing Roger's weakness for all things shimmering, Felix laid out an irresistible trail of glinting buttons, sparkling with the promise of outshining Roger's bow ties. Roger spotted the trail, and his eyes widened with glee. He imagined how he'd look with buttons adorning his paw pads, perhaps enough to earn him the title, the most backward-looking rabbit who ever lived. Carefully, Roger followed the trail, collecting each button and whispering affectionate pet names to them. As he continued, the trail led into the snare of a trap, laid precisely by the devious Felix. Felix, watching from a distance, giggled gleefully as Roger tumbled into the pit, thrashing about, surrounded by a collection of gaudy buttons and scratched ego. Roger, I think you've buttoned yourself into quite the predicament," chortled Felix, prancing closer. Roger puffed up his chest, desperately trying to reclaim some dignity. "Felix, you cunning fox, but alas, do you not understand? I was simply collecting my new possessions. And now that you mention it, I'm perfectly comfortable down here." Felix knew a bluff when he saw one, but decided to let the amusing rabbit stew a little longer. Though Roger never openly admitted defeat, from that day forward, he became unusually humble, only occasionally flaunting his fluffy tail. Felix, on the other hand, had to grudgingly respect Roger's spirit, for in the face of sheer humiliation, Roger managed to remain indomitably Rogerish. In the woods beyond, these tales of cunning and calamity passed into forest lore, where laughter echoed through the leaves, binding the critters in a shared tradition of trickery and comical mishaps.